Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I'm going to go over the little piece of information. First of all, on this channel with this camera, if it zooms in, I'll pull more clarifying cards. This is the reading for the person who is a little more tame. They're kind of down to earth. I know that's kind of how you refer to them, so I wanted to differentiate between the two. This person does have very, very like steady energy. But sometimes that can seem not as exciting. So let's go ahead and we'll see what we can find out. So I'm going to do the first 5 questions, and then we'll do the second half of the reading, because this reading does have 10 cards in it, and then it will have 3 bonus cards at the end. Oops, that one just flew on the floor. All right, so this is the one, do we have multiple past lives? Have we cleared our karma? Okay, and then what did person number 1 enjoy, which will be them? What did they enjoy? And then what did you enjoy the most? And then we'll do romantic blocks from your past life. I'm going to do romantic energy blocks for this one. I know that's different than the other one, but you have a different kind of relationship with this person. So let's go ahead and we will get started. All right, so do you have multiple past lives? Yes, you do. You and this person have been trying to, like, this person's energy has been trying to get you to, like, go along with them or be involved in them for a while. But their energy just is not as exciting to you. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happens in each lifetime. This person doesn't thrill you or exhilarate you like the other person does. This person, kind of the phrase of old faithful comes to mind with this person. Like, they're there and you appreciate them, but something just isn't a spark. Like, there's a spark that is kind of missing with this person. See, I knew we were supposed to do that. Let's see. We're going to pull a clarifier card for the romantic blocks from your past life. So then card number 2, have we cleared our karma? No, mental bondage. Yeah, see, the 3 of you, it's really interesting. I almost did this as one long video to kind of show you how all the 3 of you have kind of interacted. But you guys are like this soul group that always kind of like works its way back to each other. Working my way back to you, babe. That's what they both feel like. But there's some mental bondage. First of all, this person doesn't feel that they deserve you. This person is completely mesmerized by you. They see you as this like sparkly, amazing, beautiful person. And they don't always give themselves enough credit because they kind of know that you're not exhilarated by them. So every time they meet up with you, that past experience is like reverberating. I almost said reviving, but it's kind of the same thing. So the next one is, what did they enjoy the most? And it says playfulness. Look at that. Playfulness. Playing with your partner is a great way to lighten the vibration. Like, this person is really beneficial for you. Like, they're really positive in your life. But it kind of feels like this energy of like, you're a really good friend. This is my friend. Is kind of how it's been in every lifetime, actually. So then what did you enjoy the most about this connection? Desire. Desire is deep and divine love, focusing on your partner only. So I feel that what you really like about this person is that they put you at the front. Like, they treat you like a priority, and they always have. The other person is a little bit of a more chaotic energy, so they don't always put you first place, and your soul knows it, and you feel it every time. But you really, in past lives, have enjoyed the fact that this kind of like, I'm going to call them old faithful. I don't normally like label somebody, but because we have 2, I'm going to label this person as old faithful. You enjoy the fact that old faithful desires you, and you have every time. Like, they have treated you like a goddess and a princess and a person who is at the utmost highest in their life each time, and your soul likes that. So then the next one is romantic blocks from our past life, offer of love, newly beginning love, a new partner will enter your life. So I feel that you and this person kind of try to get together and it doesn't work because your soul wants the other person, wants Mr. Person Chaos. And the only reason I'm doing any kind of like gender reference is because you did share that. You were looking at two gentlemen. So, but I feel that they have not always been, you guys have not always been the same genders in each life. So that's another little piece of it. So then the clarifying card for the offer of love is showing, wow, interesting. In the other reading, this is who came up. The reverse Knight of Wands, the chaotic sexual energy. Remember that? So I feel that the block that happens for you guys is there's an offer of love, but then this other person comes in each time. So you guys are really in this like crazy triangle that reincarnates with the same kind of story each time. That's wild. I didn't see that. I mean, I kind of saw that, but not in a way where the other person would show up in the other reading. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and do the next 5 and see what we have there. I'm pretty sure I shuffled at the beginning on camera. I did shuffle before because I had to shuffle the other cards back in. But I'm going to shuffle again so that you can see it as well because I feel like more cards are going to be coming out that match. I don't really shuffle on cam because I feel like it's boring. But there we are. All right. So then question number 6, energy from our past life. Were we married in a past life? Are we repeating cycles? What is our lesson as a couple? And then what is some tarot insight? And then we'll do the other bonus cards. So then this one is we're energy from our past life. Friends. It's important to build your love on friendship. Yeah, I don't feel that you and this person really, like you've tried things in the past. You've tried getting together and experiencing it, but it's always kind of been like lackluster almost. Like just not thrilling enough. Like your soul needs the other person or wants or desires the other person. You guys are kind of keeping each other at a distance. So then the next one is, were we married in a past life? No, because of hateful behavior. Yeah, see, I feel that there have been times when you two have been together and then Mr. Chaotic Sex Energy comes in and takes over. And that's kind of where it was like, oh, sometimes you've done things in the past where you and this person have not been like together. So really, you've never been in a committed relationship with either one of them. So your soul has tried all different ways to connect. And here you are again in another lifetime trying to figure out ways to connect. Like you're really having this thing happen again. Which are we repeating cycles? No, because I feel that, wow, this is really interesting. So this lifetime, this person has asked for help. They've asked for help, not you. So it's really, maybe this, wow, this reading, interesting. This reading is showing you different ways to look at things than you ever have in any of your past lives. Because you've always just gone along and had fun in the past lives. Like, you've kind of experienced some of this towards this Mr. Old Faithful. Or they have, oh, okay. You have not been hateful, but they felt like it was hateful. You have followed what you wanted, and they have been upset about the unrequited love that you have experienced in each time. Because if we're just really going to be honest right now with this reading, which I feel like is a spectacular place to be, you know who you really want to be in a connection with. You and I both know that you know. And you're just trying to figure out if you're doing the right thing. And in some ways, I feel that this person is kind of making you feel a little bit guilty for what you desire and what you want. They're not actually making you feel guilty like they're doing something to make you feel that way, but you feel that way because you really do care about this person. You do consider them to be a friend each and every time. So then the next one is, what is our lesson as a couple? So this is showing as the reverse tower card, which is crazy because look at this. That means there's one person and then there's one like super jealous rage person, and you're here in like the throes of passion. And I feel that this is Mr. Chaotic Sex Energy, and this is the person who always, do you see this pattern that we're going into? Now it's really interesting because the question was, what is our lesson as a couple? And this was a reversed card in this reading. So this is the Tower card in the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And so the reverse Tower card is about disaster being averted. It's about like not doing the same thing this time, not having that hateful behavior that drives this person to this rage. Like you're really doing things differently this time. You've definitely asked for help. You've gotten some clarity and it's coming through, and it will help you make a different decision in this lifetime. So then the tarot insight is showing as the Two of Pentacles upright. And that's very crazy because this is about two choices. It's about weighing your options. It's about juggling. It's about looking at what could be, how things could work out. So what I really feel that you should do differently in this lifetime, focus on yourself. If it feels good to you, it's good for you. Like, that's how things work. As long as everyone is consenting and you're kind of like, someone could potentially get hurt no matter how you choose this. And someone is going to end up feeling left out, because what you're kind of creating with this three people thing here is victim, villain, and hero. And it changes the role or the archetype each time you incarnate. So sometimes you're the hero because you end up trying, but you guys actually never all quite fit and end up anywhere together. You guys just keep coming down and playing. It's almost like you have agreed to be in a play for each other and you write each other's roles. And that's kind of happening each time. But you have the potential in this lifetime to make a different choice. And I feel that that choice is to take yourself out of the victim, villain, hero archetype thing and just be you. Meaning, don't try to pick either one of them. Maybe try to pick a different person this time. That different person can be you. Totally pulling yourself out of this dynamic is going to change your whole entire future. Just like this is like the experience from your past, making different choices is going to change your future. So the way that you could potentially end up with one of these people is, first of all, deciding who your soul really wants to be with. Like, and so humans are like cakes. We have different layers. We're like onions. There's a part of you that wants to end up with the chaotic person. There's part of you that wants to end up with Old Faithful. So you have to decide which one you want with the highest percentage of you agreeing on it. Now, the ultimate and the optimal amount would be 100% of yourself knowing this is what I want. But in some ways, I feel you kind of like sitting along passively, waiting for them to kind of like duke it out before you pick. And take the power in this one. Pick. What do you want? What do you want to do? So you like the desired feeling from this person, but friends is a pretty, pretty obvious card, I guess we could say. All right, so let me go ahead and we will do the 3 bonus cards. So this is going to be focus on this, let go of this, and journal about this. So this is going to be things that are going to help you shift this specific connection with Old Faithful. So card number 1, focus on this. Card number 2, let go of this. And card number 3, journal about this. Let's kind of spread them out a little bit. All right, so card number 1, focus on this. Wow, do you see that? This came out in the other reading too. So I feel that focusing on depression really means when we don't pick what our soul wants, when we don't pick like what we desire with our full desire, we will feel depressed because we are disconnecting from our higher self, from our higher being. So you really need to pick you. Pick you. Pick what you want. Part of your soul might be connected all in all of this because of karma, and you've never picked anyone outside of these two people. And maybe part of it is time for you to like branch away from this connection that keeps cycling back around. So focus on when you are depressed so that you know when to choose a different route. You can choose to do something different. So when this connection kind of starts to get you down, you really need to look at it and see, okay, what do I want to do differently? So then the second one is let go of this. And this is saying trust. Trust is vital in a strong, solid relationship. And when I think of letting go of this, it almost feels like releasing a balloon. Like open up, allow yourself to trust, release it like butterflies release. Like this is all stuck in your heart chakra. And it's really time for you to look at these connections that you've had and ask, even right now in this, like I know we're talking about past lives as well, but some of this you need to start trusting your gut. Like if it makes you happy, it is okay to pick it. You don't have to pick the thing that you feel like, oh, well, this would be the matured choice or this would be the right choice. Ask yourself, what feels good? What makes me happy? What can I do to trust myself? And let that trust just explode into the whole scenario so that you can move forward. So then this one is journal about this, and this is vulnerability. Opening up and being vulnerable can be scary. Love is more exciting when you're vulnerable. I'm so sorry. Need a little drink here. So for you specifically with this whole situation, with both of them, but mostly with Old Faithful, it is going to be vulnerable for you to trust yourself and do things differently. You're asking yourself between these two people what choice you should make, but there's actually a third option. And that third option is choosing yourself and not really paying attention to either one of these two people. And if you were able to do that with showing up as the world, wow, that's beautiful. The world is about completing a goal or life lesson. Do you see the beauty in that, my friend? Like you reincarnate with these people and the judgment card. So in tarot, the major arcana go from 0, which is the Fool, to 21, which is the World. The Fool is the beginning of the journey, which is, well, you're reincarnating, you kind of move forward each one. Now the World is the end. It's the end of a karmic cycle. So there are definitely things that you can do to work on, like healing yourself, healing your romantic energy, making different choices and picking you, turning your phone on do not disturb or airplane mode and don't care if you hear from either one of them. This lifetime, this cycle, choose you. And I feel that when you choose you, it's really interesting because like this person, she has her eyes closed. She's not even paying attention. But then there's this like faceless person down here. I do feel that there are some, when you start choosing yourself, you're going to call in the energy of whoever is supposed to be there. And this is that vulnerability. I mean, this person, she's very vulnerable in this bathtub with this stranger down here. Like, you're going to open yourself up to a lot of different changes, because the thing is, she could be in this bathtub enjoying herself without that person. And then that person comes in and they are connected and in a connection that they want to be in. So I feel that this lifetime, you're actually going to be able to make some different choices, and they're going to clear some of your karma, and they're going to put you in a different position than you've ever been in before in the past when it came to relationships, both in past lives and in this life. All right, well, thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. That was really fun. I've never gotten to like read for a love triangle before. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again.